Hello, my name is Chloe, welcome to my channel. Today I am bringing you my June book haul. So please excuse the fact that I am in the same outfit as my wrap up. I don't know what order these are going to go up in, but I have time today to film both the videos, so I just thought I would get them filmed and ready to edit so that I'll get them up on time. And yeah, didn't want to get changed. So here is my June book haul. The amount of books I have here is completely ridiculous. I bought myself so many books this month and received so many lovely presents. During this month, I had very stressful exams. I went to visit Cole and, you know, America brings book shopping with it. So let me just count these books up. Okay, I've double counted. We have 20 books to talk to you about today. So let's just get into it, and we're going to start with the books I got from publishers or authors. The first one I have here is an ARC from Hotkey Books, and that is Bad Things Happen Here by Rebecca Barrow. This is not the finished copy. The finished copy looks like this, so a little bit different. And sadly, I haven't read this yet. I'm hopefully going to read it very soon, but I didn't get a chance to read it before I went away for my holiday. I'm back now. Let's see if I can get this done. It's so cool. It says, "This island is cursed. Nothing is as it seems. Young women are being murdered, but the cases are unsolved. It's too much. I just want to leave it all behind and heal, but I have to find out the truth." And it's described as a dark YA thriller with a compelling, queer, mixed-race, plus-size main character. Perfect for fans of We Were Liars, One of Us is Lying, Ace of Spades, and Asking for It, which I have read 3 of those 4 and enjoyed most of them. I'm just so grateful for being sent this one by the publisher. I think it looks very cool, and hopefully I can fit it into my TBR soon. Next up, we have a book directly from the author, and they sent me a message asking if I could read it. So here we are. It sounds very interesting, and that is The Existence of Amy by Lana Grace Reaver. I hadn't heard about this one, so I was so grateful for the author reaching out to me. It says, "Amy has a normal life. That is, if you were to go by a definition of no obvious indicators of peculiarity, and you didn't know her very well. She has good friends, a good job, and a nice enough home. This normality, however, is precariously plastered on top of a different life. A life that is Amy's real life, the only one her brain will let her lead." And this is about obsessive compulsive disorder, anxiety, and depression. And again, so grateful for being sent this one. It sounds very interesting, very thought-provoking, I think, and I hope to be able to pick this up soon. Then I guess we will go with pre-orders. So one of these books I have been looking forward to for the longest time, but still didn't pick it up as soon as it arrived. That one is Forging Silver into Stars by Bridget Kemmerer. This is an offshoot kind of series from the A Curse So Dark and Lonely series, and Bridget Kemmerer is going to be at Yauk this weekend, or last weekend if you're watching this when it goes live, like you can't pre-watch it. And yeah, I haven't read it yet, which, yay, go me. This, I don't really know much about it. So I just realised I started reading out the blurb and I completely spoiled the ending of the A Curse So Dark and Lonely series, Cursebreaker series. A stunning new epic fantasy. It's about Jax. Cole's little brother's called Jax, so I love it already. And yeah, I don't really know what to say about it now because I've just spoiled it. You won't see me spoil it, but I don't know how to talk about it and not spoil it. It's a world where there is magic, and there hasn't been magic before. It says Jax and Callan are embroiled in a world of shifting alliances, dangerous flirtations, and age-old magic, where even the deepest loyalties will be tested. Sounds very good. The other pre-order I have here is Hide by Kirsten White. So I actually pre-ordered this very close to the date it came out. I hadn't heard much about it, and then I heard about it absolutely everywhere. Apologies, I can't remember who it was. Somebody in the Chloe's Crime Scene Corner Discord did let me know that this book existed way back when. Didn't pre-order it at the time, but then I got caught up in the hype, and oh my god guys, just look how cool this is. So cool. So this is about a challenge where you have to spend a week hiding in an abandoned amusement park and don't get caught. The prize, enough money to save everything. Even though everyone is desperate to win, to seize their dream future or escape their haunting past, Mac feels sure that she can beat her competitors. All she has to do is hide, and she's an expert at that. It's the reason she's alive and her family isn't. But as the people around her begin disappearing one by one, Mac realises this competition is more sinister than even she imagined, and that together might be the only way to survive. It's quite short, it's probably going to be a very easy read. Knowing me, I will put it off for the longest time because it sounds cool. So yeah, I probably won't have read it in the next year, but I wanted to get my hands on it. Okay, let's go on to books I bought in thrift stores in America. There are only 3. Actually, that's a lie. There is 1, but it's in my July haul. 2 by the same author. So the first one, I knew I wanted it when I saw it. And that is The Unexpected Everything by Morgan Matson. I feel like this is more of a booktube, like, historical darling. Like, people loved Morgan Matson back in the day. And I remember, I'm sure it was like Haley from Haley in Bookland. I remember talking about this book. And yeah, it's about a girl who walks dogs. Let me see when this came out, actually. Am I putting so much age on the... 2016 sounds about right. But yeah, this is about Andy, who is a politician's daughter, pretty much raised yourself. You learn everything can be planned or spun or both, especially your future. But that was before the scandal, before having to be in the same house with her dad, before walking an insane number of dogs. That was before Clark and those few months that might change her whole life. It's a YA contemporary. It's a chunky YA contemporary. And yeah, I should say there are 3 books here, and I spent about $18 on the 3, which is more than I would spend in an actual thrift store. I've just realised I said it was a thrift store. It was not. It was just a secondhand bookstore. So yeah, not the same thing, Chloe. Why am I saying it is? But £6 for it, or $6-ish for a perfect kind of hardback. Not bad. So the other one I got that's related to that is Take Me Home Tonight by Morgan Matson. I had never heard of this. Obviously, I'd heard of the author, as I just said. This one, oh wow, this one came out in 2021. This is new. Who knew? Who knew? But this one has a giant Pomeranian on the back, so how could I leave it? This is about Kat and Stevie, who are best friends, and they've snuck away from the suburbs to spend a night in New York City, and it's kind of a what could go wrong kind of story. Feels like a very easy YA contemporary. And yeah, just grabbed it, Morgan Matson and Giant Pomeranian. So the third book I got in this shop was Every Heart a Doorway by Sean Maguire. So I read this way back in the day. I say way back in the day, like when it came out. Oh, I just found the bookmark for where it's from. I needed that. And yeah, these were actually from Missouri. Love it. So yeah, this came out 2016 too. I read it maybe 2018, and I was caught up in the hype of it, read it on my Kindle, and gave it 2 stars. But I just don't feel like I actually appreciated it, took the time to read it. I remembered knowing it was short, so speeding through it, and I wanted to grab this gorgeous little hardback because I think the hardbacks are so cool because they're so short, and actually give it a proper good go. If I don't, that's fine, but it's not exactly taking up much space, and I just felt like it was a good steal to get this little hardback. Then let's go on to some books that I paid full price for. I say full price, this one was from Amazon and it was only £3. And it was It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. I love this book. It is one of my favourite books of the year so far. I gave it 5 stars, but I listened to the audiobook. So when I saw the physical book going on Amazon for £3, I bought it instantly. I feel like everyone and their dog is talking about this book. This is about Piper, who is a rich, spoiled girl, and she gets sent to a small fishing village where she falls in love with the grumpy fisherman character called, what's his name? Brendan. Of course it's Brendan. I loved this so much. It made me so happy, and yeah, I wanted to own the physical book. Then I bought 2 books on the way out of my last exam. There was a foils in the train station, so I decided to grab 2 books. One of them being Good Girl Complex by Al Kennedy. I have seen, again, everyone and their dog talking about this book. This, I don't actually know too much about the actual story. We've got Mackenzie, who is a people pleaser. She moves to the beachside town of Avalon Bay to get her college degree. She meets local bad boy Cooper Hartley, who is rough around the edges, raw, candid, a threat to her ordered existence. Yeah, so goody two-shoes girl, bad boy. Let's see what's going to happen. I'm sure we all know what's going to happen. I'd seen it around. I was in a mood. I bought it. The other one I got, which is actually a very similar title, but a YA, is Confessions of an Alleged Good Girl by Joya Goffney. I'd seen this one doing the rounds online, but just hadn't picked it up myself. It's the same author as Excuse Me While I Ugly Cry, which is another one I'm on the lookout for. But yeah, it was in a buy one get one half off deal in foils, and because it's a hotkey book, it has these like key things that are in it. So it says good girl, bad boy, love triangle, unexpected friendship. I'm not going to look more into it. I read the back in my vlog where I got it, so all of these books have probably been hauled in vlogs, so you would have heard me talk about them. Anyway, don't want to go into this one again because I realised we're already 11 minutes into filming. It sounds good. What more can I say? Then Book of the month. So, the most annoying thing about Book of the Month is that we can't get it in the UK. But American boyfriend, American address, I can occasionally get books and just send them to him. So there was a book I wanted that was a backlist one, and I chose a pick for this month, or last, whichever month it actually was, I'm sure it says on the book, just so I could get my book. So the one I added for this month is The Hacienda, which I don't believe you pronounce it that way. This is, oh, it's one of May's picks. It says May 2022, and it's apparently Mexican Gothic meets Rebecca, as a supernatural suspense novel set in the aftermath of the Mexican War of Independence, about a remote house, a sinister haunting, and a woman pulled into their clutches. So I haven't really looked into this. It was the book that appealed to me most of the May selections when I decided to make the order, because I was picking it up in June. So I don't have more to say, but I own this now. And here we go, guys. The one that I made the whole order for was It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover, because I wanted a hardback. After seeing the press releases for It Starts With Us, which is the sequel, I think it's a short hardback, and I'm going to scream because I thought it was going to be a big tall one like this one. I don't know why I thought that, but I just did. So now I have this huge hardback from America. I mean, obviously it says Book of the Month, but it's just pretty. I like how it looks, and yeah, this is one of my favorite books of all time, so I wanted a nice hardback copy. It's the same cover as the paperback, it's just a hardback. And here we go, we're on to gifts, and everybody spoiled me this month, like fully spoiled me. I don't deserve any of you, but I'm just so grateful for you. So the first one I actually have is Tell Me Lies by Carola Lovering. This is, I mean, I'm counting it as a gift. This was from Sydney. I went to stay at her house while I was, like, me and Cole went down to her and her husband's house on our little road trip, and she needed space on her shelf. So I said, hey, do you want this? So I said, yeah. Didn't really read what it was about. Just brought it home with me. So this is about Lucy, who is eager for a fresh start when she arrives at her small Californian college and immediately embraces all that college life has to offer. New friends, world parties, stimulating classes. And then she meets Stefan DeMarco. Charming, attractive, complicated, devastating. Yeah, I don't have much to say because I literally just grabbed it from her when she offered. So yeah, sounds cool. Then we have a present from the lovely Leandra. She got me The Intimacy Experiment by Rosie Danan. This is kind of the sequel, kind of a by-the-side book to The Roommate, which we read as a Patreon buddy read last month, and then Leandra sent me this one, and I'm so grateful for her. So this is about Naomi, who is a character in the first book, who has built a life around going against the grain. When the sex-positive startup she co-founded becomes an international sensation, her responsibilities shift from the bedroom to the boardroom. Ready to conquer new worlds, Naomi wants to expand her platform to live lecturing, but despite her long list of qualifications, higher education won't hire her. Ethan Cohen has recently received 2 honours. LA Magazine named him one of the city's hottest bachelors, and he became rabbi of his own synagogue. Unfortunately, he's low on both funds and congregants, so the board gives him 3 months to turn things around or they'll close the doors for good. Together, Naomi and Ethan host a buzzy seminar series on modern intimacy, the perfect solution to their problems, until they discover a new one, their growing attraction for each other. I had no idea that's what this was about. I love it. I love the sound of it. I gave The Roommate 4 stars. I'm sure this one is probably going to go the same way. Next up, we have Crazy Mal. I will continue to call her Crazy Mal, because how can I not in these situations? The first book she got me this month is Hook, Line and Sinker by Tessa Bailey. So this is the sequel, again, situation where it's kind of a spin-off on the side, kind of sequel. This is about Hannah, who is the sister of Piper in book 1, which I just hauled like 5 minutes ago. And yeah, this is about her instead. King crab fisherman Fox Thornton has a reputation as a sexy, carefree flirt. Everyone knows he's a guaranteed good time, in bed and out, and that's exactly how he prefers it, until he meets Hannah Bellinger. She's immune to his charm and good looks, but she seems to enjoy his personality and wants to be friends. Bizarre. But he likes her too much to risk a fling, so platonic pals it is. We know it's not going to end up as platonic pals, but yeah, Mal's like, cool, you have the whole series now, and yes, I do. Thank you, Mal. The next one she got me is You've Reached Sam by Dustin Tao. This sounds absolutely devastating. This is a YA, and it says 17-year-old Julie Clark has her future all planned out. Move out of her small town with her boyfriend Sam, attend college in the city, spend a summer in Japan. But then Sam dies and everything changes. Heartbroken and desperate to hear him one more time, Julie calls Sam's phone just to listen to his voicemail recording, and Sam picks up the phone. It's actually quite short. It just sounds like it's gonna kill me. I'm not ready for that right now, but thank you, Mal, for providing this for when I am. And there we go, because Mal is crazy, we have one more to show you, which is Caught by Tracy Wolff. This is the 4th book in the Crave series. I am currently reading number 3. I am so close to the end. So yeah, I have number 4 to move on to. She's also pre-ordered me number 5, guys. We need to calm Mal. She needs to calm. But book number 4, I can't tell you anything about it. Oh, I can't read. I just read a bit on the back and it's going to spoil the end of number 3 for me. Why didn't I think that through? These hardbacks are just huge. They have deckled edges. I think they're fun. Is there a little... Yeah, we have a little Katmere Academy thingamy-bob. Yeah, I can't say about this. I can't say anything because I haven't finished book number 3 yet and I can't spoil any of the books. Crave is a supernatural school. It's all you need to know. And then we have another crazy member of the community who is Roxy. And Roxy has spoiled me also. She got me The Lost Book of the White by Cassandra Clare and The Red Scrolls of Magic by Cassandra Clare. There is another book here, but just to talk about these ones first. So these are books 1 and 2, I did them the wrong way around, of the Eldest Curses books. These are in... I don't even know where they kind of fall in the Shadowhunter realm, but yeah, more Shadowhunter books. I will eventually need to get to these if I follow along with the read along, which I am currently doing. But yeah, I believe these are about Magnus, and Magnus is the best character ever. So very happy to own these. They are way shorter than the rest of her books, which makes me very happy. But yeah, thank you, Roxy, for letting me continue on with this series. And then she also got me, so this is book number 20 of the book haul, book number 3 from Roxy, because she is amazing. She sent me Terms and Conditions by Lauren Asher, and this is the 2nd book in the Dreamland Billionaires series. The first one being The Fine Print. I haven't read The Fine Print yet, but Roxy wanted to get me this one so that I could binge the books if I so desired, which isn't that the cutest reason to get somebody a book. This one is about Declan, who is destined to become the next CEO of his family's media empire. The only problem, my grandfather's inheritance clause. Fulfilling his dying wish of getting married and having an heir seemed impossible until my assistant volunteered for the job. Doesn't that sound fun? I think it does. And there we go. That is my book haul for June. 20 books. I know it's ridiculous because I have genuinely nowhere to put these. Even all of my overflow storage is full. So we're gonna have to figure this out. But that's my problem, not yours, especially when Yalk is this weekend. I don't have space for these books, but I'm gonna try my best. On that note, thank you very much for watching this video. I really appreciate every single one of you. If you're watching my videos, liking them, commenting them, which actually I never say, but make sure you do like the video. It really helps me out. So if you're liking my videos, commenting on my videos, members of the Patreon, and then crazy people who also send me books. I love you all so, so much. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in another video soon, but bye for now.